This takes you to do dishes, and one's actually to do the dishes because, like, she don't want to do the dishes. And she said no, so I keep staring without a bowl.
Tell Vaughn to wash one bowl and get you some cereal, please.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
To throw again on second down. Smith escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up forward. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Here we go on fourth. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of the football. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Caught on the slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the counter, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see what actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Yeah, we saw that from up here.
See how corny that is?
On the face
Everybody got a
mask,
face,
and the flag
guy.
comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is going to go down. They sack him. on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and pump the football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a loose football. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Come 19, come 19.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Kylie.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you in almost every play.
Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 2.
Get the fuck out of here.
Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh,
that shit's so hard.
Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were.
We want to do this shit all game.
And he's going to be right down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man complete to Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy. Yeah, stitch into the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And he's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage. And there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
79 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly.
And his passes are
Yeah, this boy, deep accuracy is horrible.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, there's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
and he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His second
Did you get your cereal?
This one not quite as dynamic
Did you get your
as
cereal?
his first. And it's second down.
Where you was at?
Upstairs in my room the whole time.
Oh, okay. What you doing in your room?
Just walking.
Oh, okay.
How is this so true?
What?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, man.
And this is caught.
Hey, I don't
And
think
he's brought down after a very nice gain. And with just
What about that
4
one?
seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
they're not winning.
So still time for the
Here, use
kickoff
this.
here. 1 second
Bring
to
your
go
phone
in
over
the
here.
half as this one is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the
Which one is this?
touchback.
Give me that one.
Okay, ready? Moving 19.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
No, she did not make
Trap 50,
it.
trap 50.
All right.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Yeah, Mom about to bring me some pasta. You want some of my pasta?
On what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send
You really want some cereal?
to Orlando.
All right.
By with that EA
When I finish this game, I'll make it.
Is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Shit. That's how the game gotta be played. We shall be played in this game. Yeah, 37 final.
Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down. Try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
Give to Walker on a read option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Running right, here's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, the most...
Touchdown, Seahawks! D. Eskridge, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again. But we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Boye Mafe brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off of play action, here's Smith. And now here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I know it's
this game, bro. I hate this fucking segment. Oh, this is all pro.
And you argue your case with your coaches. That's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Killing it.
Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And down inside the
I might delete this.
19-yard line. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Can't believe niggas play this head to head.
Yeah, the door.
Too high pitch.
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out. We've got a little bit different look at the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here, the 4th on the punt fumble. From the 17, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Ready.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Patterson.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 76, Seahawks 62. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have
it's almost over, Charlie.
go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Like we knew it all, now to break you do it all, man.